And are you refreshed?
Yes.
Good. Now what?
I'm having so much fun.
That's the way.
So my question is about manifesting in spite of doubt. Because
you can manifest unwanted things.
Well, this is good things that I'm manifesting, but sometimes I have doubt, and then it'll manifest, and I'm going, how did I do that?
Your desire was stronger than your doubt.
Oh, but I thought if you had any doubt, it couldn't happen.
No, it just slows it down.
Oh.
It's all about that balance thing. You all make things much harder on yourselves than they need to be. Doubt just slows it down. What you want is inevitable. It's just the gap between your wanting it and your receiving it fully is all about how much resistance you have. So you're controlling the timing of it through your doubt or through your enthusiasm.
Okay.
And of course, if your doubt is really equal to your desire, it doesn't move forward at all.
Maybe it was also part of letting go, because when I finally this morning let go a little bit and kind of had the doubt is when it all happened. I have a story of what happened this morning. I came here and my husband said that I couldn't use the credit card or the checkbook to buy a ticket. And so I thought, well, how am I going to get in here? And so I tried this yesterday and I thought, well, I'm only in Carlsbad. I'll just come down here and at least I get to enjoy the energy, and I'm really going to work on this thing about having fun. And I thought, well, at least I'll have like minds, and I'm going to allow myself to have fun whether I get in there or not. I thought there's got to be somebody who's came with somebody or that didn't come, that bought 2 tickets, and that they're just going to find me and give it to me.
We usually try to run you lurkers off.
So I just figured, well, I'll just hang out and just see what happens. Maybe I'll just meet nice people anyway. And then around 9:40, after playing on my computer for a while, I thought, well, I guess I'll just go to my garden. That's a little bit more fun. So I thought I'd come down with my friend today because she was buying a ticket. And I still thought, well, how am I going to do this? And I checked my own personal PayPal, and there was $0 in there. And I thought, okay, well, maybe I'll get a sale from our business, and it'll just come in at the right time, and then I can call my husband, and I'll say, yeah, go ahead, and you can buy this ticket. And so I was standing there, and I thought, I got this urge. I had the blue registration, and I was holding it for the longest time, and I just got this inspiration, well, just fill it out. Tell your subconscious that this is really what you want. And I thought, okay, I'll fill it out. And everybody's going in there, and I'm starting to hear the music, and then this lady, she says to me, are you in line? And I'm like, well, kind of, but not really. And I said, well, I'm kind of waiting to manifest money for a ticket or a ticket somehow. And she started asking me, well, something. And I said, well, it's okay, because regardless, I've decided I'm going to have fun. And then I felt myself waver, or like I felt that little bit of, wobble. And I'm like, oh, I guess I'm disappointed because this isn't going to happen. And then she decided she was going to buy me.
Does she sound more disappointed or more determined to you? And in determination, there is power, isn't there? Esther needs to make a note with her feather. Edit out this portion.
It gets better, because this morning I was sitting across from this gal named Hick.
We know it does. We know it does.
And so you were telling that story about Peggy, the flight attendant that was surely going to get fired, and I thought, maybe this is the Peggy that's really fun that's sitting across from me, and it wasn't, but she was still fun. And so I really got my energy up this morning. But this lady in white, gorgeous lady in white, I think she's an angel because I haven't seen her again, and she decided she was going to buy me a ticket, and I didn't expect it to come that way. I was really sure it was somebody else who already had a ticket.
How did you expect it to come?
I thought somebody else had an extra one and they couldn't go, so they were going to give it to me.
Well,
or that money would somehow just, I don't know, I guess just fall on the floor or something. Or in my bank account, I would keep checking my email for something big to happen.
Did you notice that as you said fall on the floor, that fell on the floor?
Yeah.
There are many aspects of this story that we are appreciating. The most important thing is that when you have a strong determination, and we were talking earlier about the desire and the contradictory desire, and when we use the word determination, we mean that desire is much stronger than doubt. And within determination, there are words like expectation. You came knowing that you didn't have a way to pay your way in, but you came with determination, expectation. It's clear when you hear her, isn't it, that her vibration was more about getting in than about not getting in. And the fact that you didn't allow yourself to get discouraged. This is a good conversation and a very good example of someone tending to their own vibration. And really that's what we're talking about deliberate creation is. It's tending to your own vibration. It's not letting the reality that you've learned to see or the expectation that you've been trained override your intentions. Now, everything that comes to you comes in that way. It's just that often you are not as clear about what you want, or the circumstances are not as clear that let you see what the balance of it is. The staff has had some concern about some of this. There was a woman who came one day who, in a hotel where there was an escalator, and she stood at the top of the escalator and begged each person that went by to give her some money.
Yeah, I didn't ask anybody.
We're making the distinction that that didn't go anywhere. But there are people in the crowd, even in this crowd, who will empathize with struggle rather than empathize with determination. And our encouragement to you as you hear this story is to understand that when you yield to someone's need, you are encouraging need. When you yield to someone's desire, you are encouraging desire. And you have people around you all the time, some of them needing, some of them desiring. And when you yield to need, you do not help. When you yield to desire, you always do. When you yield to need, you don't feel as good. When you yield to desire, you feel good. And so it's not about the action. The action and the event itself is not what we are eager to talk about. It's the vibrational countenance that brings it about. This is a good example that helps you to understand that if you really want something and you hold yourself in a place of powerful expectation, the universe will yield the cooperative components to you. That's what this story is about. It's what we teach all day, every day, and we are glad you got in. Really good. Do you know, I'm going to make a strong statement. Desire is all you need. But you hardly ever let yourself have a desire without a belief that shoots it in the foot. And as long as you've got that belief that shoots your desire in the foot, then things about that keep showing themselves to you, which makes you not believe in your desire. But if you could just have a pure desire, your inner being has a pure desire about the things that matter to you. And you told your inner being every subtle little thing that you were contributing to it. So you've created this magnificent relationship with all kinds of things that you want. And you don't have to justify them or prove them to anybody or get even one other person to agree with you. All you got to do is line up with your power so that all that power is your point of attraction. So that all that power is your point of attraction. So that all of that is your point of attraction. There's no assertion. There's only attraction. Only attraction. Only attraction. Only attraction. Only attraction. Only attraction. So when we say desire and belief, we love it when your desires and your beliefs match. And you really don't like it when your desires and your beliefs don't match. That's a clue. When you desire something, but you know what you do? And others have been the reason that you so often do it. Oh, we got to breathe here for just a minute. This is so big. You have so willingly calibrated to beliefs about stuff you don't even want. And why do you do it? Everybody else is. That's what they believe, and I don't want to look dumb. I don't want to look fanciful. I need to be grounded. I don't want to be weird. Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
You want to find the power of your desire, and you want to hang around there often. And your wonderful guidance system will show you every time you stray a little bit, and now you know what to do about it. And is it a bad thing that you have negative emotion? No, it's guidance. Is it a bad thing that you're living some life that's causing you to make more? No, it's what you came for. You said, I'll go and I'll mix it up and I'll explore, and new desires will be born from what I see. Boom. And then I will calibrate to them. And I will make my former bogus, flawed premise beliefs modify to match my desire.